Hi guys, Owen Davies here from GolfShake.com. I'm joined by Stuart from BIGGA, and today we're going to be talking about aeration. Okay Stuart, so we're on the 18th tee here at the Brabazon course at the Belfry, and as you can see behind us guys, it's got a load of cores in it, it's got a load of holes in it. So I want to talk a little bit about aeration, why Greenkeepers do it and why it's so important, particularly on tees and then particularly on greens. So if you could explain a bit about what it is and what it does.
Okay, well, aeration fundamentally is the most important job greenkeepers actually do, and it is probably one of the biggest bugbears that golfers have. It's why are you sticking holes in our putting surfaces? Yeah. But it is really vitally important if we want healthy, really good putting surfaces and tees as well. Yeah. Primarily because grass doesn't grow in soil. It grows in the pore spaces, the air spaces in between the soil particles. And when you continually walk on it and we put machinery over it, it compacts and we squeeze the air out of it like a sponge. So by aerating, we put those holes, we put that air back into the ground, into the soil, which allows the roots to develop and gives us a much stronger plant, which will resist wear, tear, disease, and insect damage.
Right, so hugely important. So what can a greenkeeper tell, for instance? So firstly, how does he go about knowing when to do it? And so obviously commonly we see it done in the autumn and spring. It's springtime here, leaves are just coming out, and they're obviously doing this on the 18th tee. So, so why is that time of year in particular important to do it?
Well, partly we want to get some recovery from winter damage as well. Yeah. And also we want to, our most vigorous aerating, particularly what we've done here, which is hollow coring, which is removing a plug of soil, is best done when you've got some active growth, because you then get quicker recovery and the holes will cover up and disappear as the grass grows in and it fills it in, and you can top dress behind this as well to put material back into the holes. Yeah.
And interestingly, we were talking off camera about something like the tee here on the back tee at the Brabazon here, so it doesn't get a lot of use, and actually aeration is more important and hollow coring, hollow tying is more important for stuff that doesn't get a lot of use. Why is that?
Well, what happens is if it doesn't get much use, it doesn't get it tends to get thatchy and very soft, and it's not as firm. Particularly if we go down onto the yellow tees, it's much firmer and it's a better playing surface. So we kind of want the actual turf to actually do some work. With the sort of back tees, they don't tend to get that, so we will need to do more intensive work on those to remove that thatch and improve the surface itself. Okay,
it's interesting. So if we look at one of these cores, what can you tell from just looking at what's come out the ground?
Okay, well, we can tell we've got some really good root development on this one. We're looking there, it's about 3 inches there, probably a bit deeper because that's as far as the core's gone in. But you can see at the top there, where there's top dressings gone on and where there's thatch in there, that, you know, this, if we took this off let's say we're talking about the yellow tee, that wouldn't be as deep. This is the stuff we want to remove and try to control, because this is what will really make your soft, uneven playing surfaces.
And the thatch is kind of the dead matter, is it?
It is,
And if we have too much of that, it stops the air getting in. And
it certainly does. It holds moisture as well. That thatch is nature's sponge, and it's also a filter. It also holds on to nutrients, and then if I squeeze that, you can see the moisture I've just squeezed out of the thatch there, and that's just held in that top surface. I squeeze it in the soil, you don't see it. So that's why we want to remove it.
Great. Okay, so there you go. Thanks to a little bit of information, guys, there on aerating, or also known as hollow tying, hollow coring, and why it's really, really important for the golf course. So the next time you're out there, you see the greenkeeper doing this, you know exactly why they're doing it and how it will benefit your golf course in the longer term.